Just like any conventional discipline, the field of permaculture has developed its own accreditation process, which differs from country to country, but overall follows similar guidelines. First and foremost, anybody who is interested in permaculture design, either professionally or recreationally, is recommended to take the standard 72-hour permaculture design certification course, otherwise known as a PDC, which will provide you with the foundations to properly practice permaculture anywhere in the world.
Well, so this is to the northern edge of the forest garden, which is good. And then you can see the fruit trees, and then the berry bushes and smaller herbs, etc. And then I have like grass and some vegetables and so on out in front.
Those who achieve a PDC and are interested in turning their passion for permaculture into a profession can begin their work towards a permaculture diploma.
So I do quite a bit in like medicinal herbs and tinctures and oils and...
Permaculture diplomas can be attained through collaborations with accredited permaculture institutions in your area. For this video, we will show you the guidelines for achieving a diploma through the Nordic Permaculture Institute. However, we encourage you to check out the provided links below for more information on your local organizations, because there are a few differences between each national system.
In permaculture, if you want to do your diploma, we recommend that you start with doing your action learning pathway. And this is what I did before I moved here.
Diploma holders are crucial to the field of permaculture because the process of achieving a diploma will help you become responsible for ensuring that the concept and practices of permaculture remain intact and continue to spread.
My name is Katriene Doleris. I'm the international coordinator. I've been sitting on the board since 2012 for Permaculture Diploma.
Together with her colleagues, she has played a key role in building upon the UK model of the diploma process and adapting it into the Nordic context.
Yeah. Hello, garden tiger. Yeah. So where does the sun rise and where does the sun set? So here is for summer and here is for winter. So we're in Denmark, we're quite high up north, so there's a very big difference between summer and winter.
The process for obtaining a diploma in permaculture design is based on self-managed planning and learning that takes about 2 years.
So I practiced my clay plastering skills at a place called Birkegårdens Have, where I was employed for a summer, and I worked together with a guy called Sten Møller, who's a really innovative eco-builder in Denmark, very famous, and we built this house together.
Once you have achieved a permaculture diploma, you can independently teach and administer PDC courses for the general public, as well as provide quality assurance for projects and be hired as a professional designer and consultant.
So we're here. What I've worked a lot with here is the organic building. This is a very old house. Parts of it is from 1787 or something like this, and then it was rebuilt a lot of times. That's actually local birch from the island that I was out one day to harvest together with my neighbor. This whole wall has been almost completely down. I've changed all the timber frame. So this has 3 layers of glass here. I actually put in this is sheep's wool. So this is from the island. It's material that would end up in the trash normally. It can retain a lot of water, like up to 80% of its own weight. And that actually increases the insulation value of the wool.
Achieving a permaculture diploma in the Nordic context involves a very clear 8-step process. Step 1. Registration. Once you have done your PDC, you identified a qualified tutor from the Nordic Permaculture Institute and register your formal commitment to the process.
I kind of played with the idea of having just a tiny house. Yeah, build it myself. Would be nice. But then I thought, okay, I can use a bigger space like this because I can actually have workshops teaching people in the living room, which is kind of big enough for at least 12 people or so. So I kind of have some different ideas for the house.
Step 2. Creating your action learning pathway.
This is kind of me and my resources, and this is where I wanted to go. And then the 10 designs are kind of part of my pathway to end up where I wanted to be. And part of that was having a house, I realized, and a garden, and being able to do permaculture, and some other designs that I can also show you.
Step 3. Founding or becoming part of a diploma guild. This basically means joining a group of other diploma students with similar projects, where you can get support and share ideas with colleagues.
And then, again, we want to make focus on sustainability in lots of different ways. So we're building community gardens, we're building a grocery garden for 5 or 6 families as well, just close by.
Step 4. Do the work. You are expected to fulfill the requirements over the course of at least 2 years. These requirements vary depending on the national organization, as well as the specific tutor you choose. But generally speaking, you will be challenged to design a series of permaculture projects.
So 10 designs kind of weaved together. I actually encourage people to be a little bit more modest.
Designs are evaluated based on their ability to regenerate the 4 natural resources: water, air, soil, and energy, and the organization that ensures the same system will be functioning over the long term. The design should also contribute to the care of people, both those directly influenced by the design and other people on our planet, ultimately encouraging the fair distribution of resources as well. It comes as no surprise, but all your designs must be congruent with the permaculture ethics: earth care, people care, and fair share.
Actually, from this, I kind of gathered that I'm going to walk from the kitchen, which is here, to the bathroom, which is here, and then I had my room upstairs earlier on. So I was gonna move around here a lot, and that's why I designed the oven to be a semicircle. I make a small production of biochar, and actually I just fill up a tin like this, and then I will put that in the oven once it's about to burn down.
Step 5. Evaluation. Together with your primary tutor, you select another diploma holder in order to participate in the evaluation of your permaculture design portfolio.
Yeah, some prefer to present online, like a website. So there's a page for each of the designs, and they're kind of interlinked like that. That's really nice.
Whatever medium you choose, you must have plenty of visual resources: maps, drawings, photos, tables, and other relevant data that you have used to create your design. Step 6. Publication. When both tutors approve your work, it will be published on the Nordic Institute's website and be sent out to all current diploma holders at least 3 months before the scheduled Nordic permaculture meeting. The final step before you can get a diploma is to present your diploma work at the Nordic meeting, which takes place once a year. In order for your work to be approved, it must be done preferably by a consensus or a 2/3 majority by the diploma holders present.